I'll begin by discussing an article that really struck me a few days ago. It was an article that appeared in the Jerusalem Post, in which several human rights organizations were asked to comment on why it was that none of them was asking for an investigation into Hamas war crimes in Gaza. And the response was one of the strangest things I've ever heard. It is, the crimes are so blatant. It was referring to one particular set of Hamas crimes. Hamas crimes of attacking civilian targets through rocket and mortar attacks, attacking civilians in Israel, is so blatant that there's no need to investigate. On the other hand, whether Israel in fact committed any crimes is dubious, and therefore there must be an investigation. Now, I thought that rather captured the failure to understand what their mission ought to be. That is, if their mission is to encourage accountability rather than to puzzle about curious intellectual puzzles, what they ought to be focusing on are clear and obvious war crimes. The intellectual puzzles are interesting, and of course, in my other hat, I love dealing with them. But it's not. I wouldn't think that that should be the focus of the efforts of a human rights organization to puzzle about items at the edge of what they think, perhaps, with a clever theory, one could label as criminal. So I want to have set the focus the way it would seem to me that the focus ought to be, which is let's focus on the clear things, and then at the end, let's get to the things that are not so clear. So